I mean, when I'm betting on real fights.
Real fights, yeah.
Not saying that they're not real fighters. They're novice. They're novice professional fighters.
Conor McGregor still called you a donkey. Do you have any feelings on that specifically?
I think Conor McGregor's funniest. But guess what, Conor? I'll beat the fucking out of you, and you can't box as good as me. And I'm gonna do to Nate what you couldn't, which is knock him the out. And you're gonna be sitting there with your new beer company that's failing.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly shared his opinion on a possible fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. The idea of this matchup has been talked about for years because of their bold personalities and success in their sports. Paul in boxing and McGregor in MMA. Jake Paul has surprised doubters by showing real dedication to boxing, improving steadily, and proving his strength in fights against former MMA champs like Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. His size and strength give him an edge over McGregor, as he's taller and fights at a heavier weight. Mayweather acknowledged Paul's progress and toughness, but pointed out that Paul's experience is still limited. So far, he's only faced skilled fighters, not top-tier boxers. Mayweather thinks this lack of elite experience could be a major factor, since skill and strategy often matter more than raw power in the ring.
But when I'm betting on fights, I'm betting on them. I'm betting on fights that's top flight. But that is a top flight novice. That's the best novice fight that's going, professional novice fight that's going on right now. So may the best man win.
On the other hand, Conor McGregor's striking skills make him a tough opponent. He's known for his precision, power, and ability to read his opponents. McGregor has shown his striking talent in MMA, even against top-level fighters, with his left hand often ending fights in spectacular fashion. Mayweather, who beat McGregor in their 2017 boxing match, praised McGregor's fight IQ and his ability to stay calm under pressure. However, he also pointed out McGregor struggles with cardio in longer fights, which could be a problem. Plus, McGregor would have a size disadvantage against Jake Paul, making it harder for him to control the pace of the fight. Mayweather didn't make a clear prediction, but pointed out key factors that could influence the fight. He stressed that boxing relies more on strategy and discipline than just raw power. Jake Paul's ability to stay calm and follow a game plan would be crucial, while McGregor's experience in high-pressure fights might give him a mental edge. Mayweather also mentioned that conditioning would be vital, since both fighters would need to maintain their energy for several rounds. On top of that, the psychological battle between these two big personalities could play a major role, as each would try to get under the other's skin before the fight even starts.
Jake Paul, I mean, as long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's, where his mindset's at.
He'd get up by Canelo. He'd get demolished.
Mayweather acknowledged the massive financial appeal of a fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. Both fighters are masters of self-promotion and have huge fan bases, making this matchup a guaranteed pay-per-view hit. Paul's popularity with younger fans and McGregor's global fame would attract millions, turning it into both a sporting event and a commercial spectacle. Mayweather sees this fight as more than just a matchup. It's a clash of worlds, boxing versus MMA, traditional skills versus modern celebrity. While it's still just speculation, the hype shows how unpredictable combat sports can be. Mayweather's breakdown highlights the complexities of this potential fight, leaving fans to argue over who would win in what could be one of the most talked about events in fighting history. Conor McGregor's interactions with Jake Paul have shifted, hinting that a boxing match between them might actually happen. Paul, often called a problem child, has been vocal about wanting to fight McGregor. With an impressive 11-1 professional record, Paul has repeatedly challenged the UFC star, offering highly lucrative deals to make it happen. After his unanimous decision win over Mike Tyson in November, Paul took another jab at McGregor during a press conference. He claimed Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul and will never box me. Look at him going toe-to-toe with Nate Diaz, who was easy work for me. Beating Nate was like a Monday sparring session. McGregor doesn't want this smoke with me. It'll never happen. Paul's confidence and constant taunts have added fuel to the speculation about this potential matchup. McGregor initially dismissed Jake Paul's challenge, downplaying the impact the YouTuber turned boxer had on the sport. However, his opinion seemed to shift as Paul built his reputation by defeating several former UFC stars like Ben Askren, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, Tyron Woodley, and Mike Perry. A few years ago, McGregor addressed the possibility of fighting Jake or Logan Paul, saying, "I couldn't care about them two dingbats." When asked if he'd ever consider stepping into the ring with them, he replied, "I don't see it happening, but never say never. If they keep competing, who knows?" Despite acknowledging Paul's efforts, McGregor has been outspoken about his dislike for him. After Paul's TKO win over Mike Perry in July, McGregor posted on X, calling Paul the biggest pissbag I have ever seen in my life. McGregor recently unleashed a harsh rant aimed at Jake Paul, mocking their size difference and accusing Paul of dodging real challenges. He said, 40 lb weight difference, juiced out of his head, and still himself in there. Nikisa, you should take him to Vegas. Oh wait, you could never. The Athletic Commission, real testing, real fighting, you could never. He also criticized Paul for calling out 60-year-old Mike Tyson, fresh off a health scare, saying, "I swear to God." One may wonder, one manager answered, why meanwhile McGregor revealed he's in talks for a fight with Logan Paul. Using X, he dismissed rumors of a UFC matchup with featherweight champ Ilia Topuria, stating, "The rumors of a bout with Topuria are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Amani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon." However, there are whispers that McGregor might actually consider a fight with Jake Paul. Earlier in December, Jake addressed the situation on X, explaining why he had declined negotiations with McGregor or his team. Jake Paul recently took another shot at Conor McGregor, claiming, "Without the UFC and Dana White's help, now it all makes sense why Conor McGregor and his management team have been desperately trying to get MVP to negotiate for a fight between us. As we told them privately, and now I'm saying it publicly, the only way we're willing to explore me versus Conor in a pro boxing or MMA fight is if Dana White and the UFC are directly involved, or at least make it clear they're okay with discussions. Conor is washed and needs the push." 8 days later, Jake teased fans with a cryptic post saying, "Big announcement in January." McGregor, with a professional MMA record of 22-6, has been out of competition for some time, fueling speculation about what's next for the Irishman. Since his TKO loss to Dustin Poirier in July 2021, which ended with a fractured leg, Conor McGregor has been sidelined from competition. This week, McGregor faces press about a weight problem. The 36-year-old was set to make a long-awaited return in June at UFC 303 against his rival Michael Chandler, but a broken toe forced him to withdraw just weeks before the fight. Known for his exceptional southpaw boxing skills, McGregor has only stepped into the boxing ring once professionally, his 2017 bout against Floyd Mayweather Jr., which ended in a controversial 10th-round TKO loss. Could 2025 see McGregor return to the boxing world for a showdown with either Jake or Logan Paul? See Figure 2.3.
I fancy him for it, to be honest. I fancy a man's a bit windy. The other cat's a bit windy. You know, so, but he's a donkey. The guy's a donkey, yeah, the other cat. Yeah. But a donkey has a kick as well. So you just got to be worried of that. So, but I just think, mate, weather and that is normal. Be careful and be in his space and I just think it's really neat, you know what I mean?